Space taping. And some more space taping. Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program with me, Nerd Cucumber. Okay, so we've done our bits with regards to training Munlin to actually fly a rocket to the moon. I've, however, reconsidered. We're going to make one last delay. The reason for this is quite simple. I've actually managed to miss out on some science. And since we sort of need science to become a success, we are going to still get that science. I've actually built a Mark II Orange Bastard, which I'm going to slightly change. Maybe we'll keep it this way, I don't know. But we're gonna bring this thing, which is basically a it's a Science Junior, isn't it? We are going to add one or two last things to this. I want some an extra pair of these, if I may. Yeah. Here we go. Just add that to this part of the rocket. Maybe this side, though. Here we go. Like so. And then some radiators. I mean, we're gonna be seeing a lot of heat when we re-enter. Radiator smell panel small or edge. Can we do edge? Oh my god, we can do edge. Look at that. Huh. I really didn't know. This is interesting. An interesting choice, if any. Radiator panels. As an impromptu sort of way of doing things. Now, radiator panels is all cool, except these things are not going to help us. I already know. I know because I tried. In fact, it's probably better to put these up here for reasons. Yeah. That can take the heat, and it can also help us out. Those not mine? Yeah, okay. It can also help us out steering the rocket back to Kerbin. This flies, as far as I'm aware. So let's go give that a go, shall we? Now, we are going to take some tourists along to make this worthwhile. I was sort of planning on taking Bill and Bob in, but, well, we might do that later. Give them a seat on this rocket. Or get a whole new cockpit and bring the scientist and or engineer along for a couple of trips. But yeah, let's see. Who else still needs... Alright, so Dudebold and Bergen and Lucen and Lurvy. Dudebold and Bergen and Lucen and Lurvy. There we go. They're all on board. Time to go, guys. It is time to go. That's right. Launch. I don't know what these little things will do to our stability. They might fuck things up. But we'll see. We'll see. They might not, you know. It might actually work out just fine. It looks weird, though. But we're going to have to live with it. Alright, so since this rocket has now a direct engine, we're going to have to sort of hit the gas pretty soon. Like something like this, like 2/3 ahead. There we go. And then sort of nudge the prograde. A little bit to the right there. Yeah, it's wobbly. It is wobbly. Wobbly is not necessarily bad. Wow, it's really wobbly, actually. Huh. Oh well. And we're also kind of a weird spot when it comes to the program. Hoping we can fix that. And nudging it down a little bit. There we go. Good. And opening up the gas. Like so. Dropping these. And I think we're off. Yeah, we're kind of off. Try and nudge it to the side here. Problem is, if you do this too early, the rocket will break up. We're doing okay. We are doing okay. We're doing okay. Nope, let's go back to prograde. Try and get it back. Get it back in there. There we go. Alright, how high is the apoapsis? Ooh, it's already in the orbit stage kind of area. So what we want, ideally, is to push for vertical flight. A horizontal flight, actually. There we go. In that sort of direction. Pull that prograde over. Yeah, that's working. See? And at 60 kilometers we can level out, just about, without fear of dripping over. Dripping over. Dipping over. That engine's gonna go. Okay, bye-bye engines. Goodbye. Farewell, goodbye. We're about 100,000 up. Alright, we're gonna just wait until we get to a little bit more. Ooh, that's actually... We need to hit that engine. There we go. We've got extra fuel on this stage. Of course, that was a conscious decision on my part. I'm gonna use this. Observe materials bay. Keep. Close doors. Nice! That's 22 science. That's a lot. Let's just say we can use that. Alright. So slowly but surely we are making progress here. All the Kermans on board are happy, as far as we are able to discern. Alright. I think I'm gonna quit going very fast right now. Oop, there we are. I wanted to go prograde and then 2/3 ahead, please. 2/3 ahead should bring us into an orbit soonish. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. Try and go flat. Edge there. Yeah, plenty of fuel. Need to go to 2200 to make it work. 2200 is our goal. Already 1800, only 400 Delta V that we still need. It's almost 2000 now. See, bigger rockets work, no problem. And here, oh wow, okay, that's actually not terrible. Except for the bit where it's terrible. Okay. Periapsis might be a little low here. Only need 70 kilometers. Bang, gone. Okay, done. Woo! I hope we still have fuel to brake. We do! Neat. I guess we'll brake a little bit while we're at it. There we go, that's like 8 contract parameters instantly done. It's gonna make a lot of monies. We could have given this mission to our secondary pilot now, but we didn't. But yeah, these 22 science points are going to give us quite a bit of power, which is nice. We're just gonna go to the periapsis or close to it. And then start burning it down. Is this also dropping? Well, somewhat. That is not enough. Not by far. How much fuel we got left? Oh, enough. Suffice to say, this was not my finest hour. Need to be below 200,000, I guess. 150, ideally. To slow down. No, 163, that'll do. Right, I'm gonna turn off SAS here. And then skip ahead. Is this a high Kerbin orbit? It might be. We'd do a crew report here, like from space. There we are. Yeah, I think this will do. Stop. Can we do a crew report here? Would that be in any way? No, it won't do anything for us. Okay, that's fine. Flip around slowly. Let's turn on the lights. You know, it's kind of nice, you know, if they have lights. Lights on. We could consider grabbing whatever's in that container right now. Can we EVA? We can. Of course we can. Need an EVA report. No. Alright. Okay, that's... Collect data. Remove it. Board. Get some more. Oh, the Science Junior. Yeah, of course. It's no longer active because you're not a scientist. If we had brought a scientist, we would be good. But we didn't. So, there you have it. Around 58 kilometers is fine. And then we'll burn whatever's left of our fuel in the atmosphere. Alright, let's flip around. And once we hit the Atmo, we're gonna go full retro. And that's happening now. In the sun, here we are. Beautiful. Or the Kerbal, I'm sorry. It's not our sun. It's their sun. It's not my sun. Alright, we're going very fast, so we need to sort of burn all our fuel now. And we will. There we go. Totally fixed it. Ooh, okay. Totally fixed it a bit much. Alright. SAS off. Get rid of a heavy rear end. And hope that this thing actually works as intended. But I think it might. I think it might. That will give us a lot of science. Right, let's fast forward this. I'm kind of hoping that this thing will sort of remain in a spot, but actually, it seems to be doing just that. Ooh, wait. Is it flipping over? Is it flipping over? No, it's actually... No, it sort of wants to. It sort of wants to. Yeah, it wants to very badly, so we're not taking that chance. Right, those radiators gonna take the heat. Ugh! This is a very harsh landing for these Kerbals. Oh dear. Oh, the Science Junior is just barely holding on. That could have gone wrong so much. But this seems to have gone exactly the way I planned. Which is nice. Now it just has to drop below 300 so much. And open the chutes. These will drag us down. A safest descent, it looks like. Turn SAS off, we no longer need it. Turn the lights off. Conserve some power for the computer. They don't need it, but, well, you know, in case of emergency. Well, that seems to have done it. This will give us some extra parts. And I'm thinking that we might consider yeah, just constructing a more efficient moon. vehicle. There we are. So this is going to float down. It's going to take a good deal of time, so I'm just going to fast forward it a little bit. These Germans seem to be fine with the whole plan. This worked out, I guess. I'm just glad that the Science Junior didn't blow up. That would have been bad. Obviously, what I could have done is put the Science Junior down here somewhere and have a ladder run down here. But we don't have ladders yet, so that's sort of a problem. And we're coming down with a comfortable 4.7 meters per second, roughly, which is nice. It's comfortable. These things, they look silly, but they apparently worked. Guiding the heat away from this thing, which still nearly exploded. I mean, what's the purpose of radiators if they're not going to work, right? Well, this is going to take a little while. And here we go. The last 10 meters. Hitting the water. And split. Wonderful. Now it looks like a ship. Kind of. Recover vessel. That gave us funds, that gave us science, which is the main thing. There we go. Now we have 47 science. That is pretty awesome. And look at the amount of money we have. That's also pretty awesome. So we made some money with that. Excellent. The tourists got all down to level 1, which is cool for them. Yeah, all of this is done. Oh, I accidentally went into the VAB. That I did not want to do. But this thing, it looks kind of weird, doesn't it? I mean... something, I don't know, something feels off about it. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can probably do better in newer versions eventually, at some point. Alright, leave. Let's see, because now we have the option of spending some money on parts. We could go for aviation. That is an option. Aviation, though, is a little bit borked right now. I'm not sure that's a good idea. This, though, advanced rocketry. This thing, the Terrier. These things for landing, for instance, on the moon. You could use these new big fat fuel tanks. Also not bad. I'm not sure about the Terrier, though. Is that the small one, or is this come with propulsion systems and then the Spark? I always forget. No, actually, I think the Spark is the small one. And the Skipper, okay, yeah. Bobcat, okay. Which one is this then? Trying to remember. I hope this is indeed the small one I'm thinking of, and not the medium-sized one. 99 models. More power is not always better. Oh, look at the amount of thrust it has. Very little thrust. Okay, well, fuck it. We're gonna get these parts. Are we? Or are we gonna go for this? The P re-entry model, which you can stick 2 Kerbals in. Small inline reaction wheel, deluxe winglets. Kind of on the fence. No, we're taking this. Get all the parts too. Here we are. Now, let's have a look at the VAB if I did indeed pick the right one. That's sort of imperative. Alright, let's go for the original Moon Raider. There we are, the Moon Raider. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Oh, kind of. It looks like a striped pajama at this point, but meh. Alright, let's see. So, if we were to multi-stage this, and we were to put another coupling in, like this, Yeah, later. Not now. This is a Terrier engine. Yeah, it is a small one. Oh, thank God. I was like, no. There we go. So that would be our final stage. Plenty of Delta V there. 2800 Delta V in that stage. 400 Delta V. No. Because decoupling that bit. Oh boy. That's not good. You can start here. You can kind of start here, I guess. Right? Right. Not too sure. This is an estimate. This is an estimate. Yeah. So we've cut it up. Thinking. How are we technically doing? We're not even halfway down our tonnage. The height, it's a bit high, but it will function. It will function. We could add another smaller fuel tank. We got the T400s now. Ooh. That's actually quite interesting. Let's consider using those instead. And we'll turn them into gray and orange? What part is orange? The inner ring is orange. Okay. Sure. So that's a considerable amount of extra Delta V. My God, is it going to be huge. Yes, it is. It is indeed. Just into whitish. Another white. Ah, why not, you know. Kinda looks nice. Little orange detail there. So that's okay. That's fine-ish. Yes, that bottom stage. We can completely rework the bottom stage, I think. I think we should. There's no engine here. What the hell? I built no engine? Okay, well, forget that. Get rid of that. Go. Now I feel a little bit stupid. Alright, let's go and put some serious fuel in here. Only serious fuel is allowed. We'll do a fifth. Alright, let's get the Reliant in the middle. I think that still works a lot better. And then... So we're reworking this whole design. It's simply not good enough. Alright. Oh. There we go. And then we'll move this up somewhat. Sure how it's going to help us. Like at all. Engines. I guess we'll go for more Reliance. I don't know. That's an interesting amount of Delta V there. Love to have a system that could put this rocket into orbit like from the get-go. I think that would be the best option if we could get it. Not sure if we're gonna get it. Not sure at all. Alright, that's actually looking alright. I don't mind that. We just need to make sure it's strapped down well enough. Yes. My goodness, I just noticed that this has one more fuel stage that it doesn't need. 1900 delta V for that lower stage. Interesting. Not sure why we would make this decouplable. Honestly, since they're the same size, why would we bother? We just need to stick this on. Like, space tape it, dude. Space taping. And some more space taping at the bottom here, specifically. There we go. And then obviously we need to tape them together. Something like flat. And like flat. There we go. That'll keep it nicely stuck together. And now we need winglets. Wow, okay, that's completely wonky. Didn't realize. It's a little too wonky for my taste. Alright, let's make sure it's, yeah, that way. Exactly. Okay, now it's no longer wonky. Make sure we can control it. 2700 delta V. That is a lot of power. Okay, and then at the base of these, we'll drop something down to hold on to this to make it less wobbly. This is looking good. So the Moon Raider 1 never flew. We'll call this the Moon Raider 2. I think we should go for a little test flight, don't you think? And we'll just make this a test flight and see how well it does with Munlin here, who is technically expendable. This should fire in one stage if possible. Actually dropped the delta V. Wow, didn't realize. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Save. Launch pad. If we can get him, you know what? If we can get him to orbit in one go, we're gonna leave him in orbit in one go. So let's give that a go, shall we? That's a lot of go in one sentence. Munlin. Munlin, the world is watching you and your giant rocket. Don't disappoint. 2/3 ahead, please, Munlin. Full speed ahead, please, Munlin. This is a heavy rocket. I don't think I've made anything this heavy before. And it's also it's like a dildo. Wobbly. It is completely wobbly. Alright, this is good. I'm gonna keep going pro grade. Pro grade's gonna shift a little, I suspect. It's okay. Going 150 meters per second. Slow her down a little bit. Keep it together, wobbly man, Munlin. There's one problem with this rocket, and that's the fact that it's not going into a straight orbit. That is a big problem, actually. Try and steer it a little bit so we don't have that problem. But as of yet, it seems we do have that problem. Alright, let's give it all she got. Maybe we should have solid fuel boosters instead. It might work a lot better, I don't know. Alright, I'm going to steer it manually now. Because I don't want a orbit that is too wonky. Oh god. Yeah. Okay, I get it, game. I get it. You don't want to do this. That's fine by me. That's all fine by me. How high up are we? 46, 47 on this stage. And really, really weird oriented. Yeah. That's where I wanted to be. Okay, orbits. We are going into orbits, and actually we are well beyond where we need to be. This thing is very hard to control. despite that, we're still going to try it. And see what we get when we go over 60. And if we can push it down a little bit, we can. I'd like to move the prograde there, if possible. Like a little bit. Correcting our course. Of course. Of course, of course, of course. Alright. I'm going to try and go flatten out. Right there. There we go. That's where we want to be. With that first stage. This thing orbits. Alright, let's get to our apo for a bit and then give it full thrust. Or 1/3 thrust. I think we still have plenty of fuel in the tanks to do something. This is a single stage to orbit if that works, but I don't think it's enough to actually get us into an orbit. But we'll see. We will see. Yeah, we're wonky. We're completely wonky. Okay. Alright. Oh, it's not liking this at all. No, it's not liking this at all. Alright, well. Yeah, okay. Fine. It's a bit of a wonky orbit, but we'll fix that, hopefully. Need is a little bit more control. Okay, that's that stage. Uh-oh, did I just... Ah! Yeah, I did. Okay, that was a mistake. Well, it was a test, right? Revert to launch. Revert flight. To vehicle assembly. I actually accidentally pressed space twice. This would have gone relatively well, I think. I think we still had plenty of delta V left to do what we needed to do. But, as it is, I think this thing needs a little bit more work. Maybe some solid fuel boosters to really get it going. I think it's still, it can get that. Yeah, definitely. We're only halfway to our tonnage and our height is fine. So, next time we are going to work on that tonnage. See you then. Bye-bye.